Hi and welcome. If you are a Leo or have Leo placements anywhere in your chart, or you just come across this video, there might be a message here for you. I'm doing the next 6 months, what you can expect, what major things or even little things can come up for you in the next 6 months. You might want to check out the other zodiac signs in the series that I've done, or even the beginning of the year check-in I did for all of the zodiac signs. It's helpful to look back. So if you're Leo and you go back and look at the reading I did for Leo at the beginning of the year, you might want to check how those energies have played out for you, if those things have manifested. And it's not so much about the manifestation itself, like manifesting a new car, but it's helpful to reflect on it to see how you manifested it. Like, how did you align your energy? What changes did you make in your life, in your mindset, so that we can cultivate these things in our lives, the positive things that help us move forward, so that we have a different life experience to what we've had previously, or one that we prefer as opposed to things just happening to us, and not us intentionally co-creating with the universe. Okay, so first, let us use some oracle cards. I love oracle cards. This is the Quantum Oracle. Please tell us for Leo. We are in Leo season when I'm recording this, but whenever you find this, it might still apply. Please tell us for Leo what is coming up for Leo in the next 6 months. Okay, so first out we have the Courage card. Okay, so I wanted to say that whatever you're going to be facing in the next 6 months, you're going to need to be able to have the courage. But I was corrected, and you have established some sort of courage. And there's green here, which is heart chakra energy. I feel like you've had experiences that have prepared you for what's coming up next in the next 6 months. You may have had a heart awakening. And you may have had okay, I'm getting sidetracked, but it's necessary. In the Wizard of Oz, the lion needed to find his courage again. I've read the story and I've watched the movie, but I can't tell you the specifics about the lion. But something about that lion being lion-hearted. And we are in Leo season. So it's kind of like the courage to overcome the odds, to follow your heart, what is really truly deeply in your heart, and not just what your mind or others say is for you or you should be doing. What is your heart telling you to do? Like, he in this card has all this armor on, he's got a sword, he's got his helmet in his hand, and he's standing there looking ahead at this path, needing to go into the woods or the jungle or wherever it is that you need to go, metaphorically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically in your life. I mean, he's got all this armor on and he's got a sword, right? But he's still standing there, and he hasn't quite gone yet. It's almost like he's either psyching himself up to go, or he's just a little worried. But I feel like whatever has preceded in your life has prepared you, and you have the courage to go forward, and you just need to take that first step. And I want to see, Spirit, give us specifics, please. Okay, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading. So Like there might be specifics that come through for some people, but not for everyone. So please use your discernment. Personal readings are more specific. The energy card. Yeah, you've gained the personal strength that you need. Like you might have all the requirements academically for a job, right? You've got the degree, or you've got the skills in terms of the physical skills that you need for the job, right? But you may have lacked the self-confidence to actually apply, which is taking that first step, or starting that business, or you needed to believe that it's possible to create a successful business on your own. And maybe your subconscious beliefs is not around, like there are people that have successful businesses and there are those that don't. And maybe in the world before, only certain people were able to successfully do that because of, maybe in times before it was that much more difficult for a woman to be successful in a certain industry, or a person of a certain race, or there are obviously still certain obstacles, prejudices, inequalities that you might face in whichever demographic you fall under. But it's almost like you've been prepared and you've sort of cultivated, say, whatever field you're in, you would need to be able to be really good with negotiating, or being able to find creative solutions, or have certain types of social skills that really connect you with people, because you would have to network a lot. Whatever it is, you have been prepared. And now all you need to do is have the courage to take that first step. Now is the time to take that chance on something that, and this doesn't have to be work. I feel like yes, becoming successful creatively, financially is a vital part of life. But this can be anything. This can be finding the courage to resolve whatever issues you had with your parents, or finding the courage to deal with your inner child wounds, or finding the courage to move to a different place, or switch your careers entirely, or pursue a creative path instead of a corporate job. This can be anything. It may be time to go public about an interest you've been pursuing, even if you feel hesitant at first. This card is telling you that the time is right. You are moving into an energetic cycle where you feel strength more deeply. Your power and your strength coming from your own eternal soul. You can feel the boundless courage that lies ready within your heart center. The affirmation here is, I have the courage and strength to navigate any situation. I affirm my power and I trust my own resourcefulness. That maybe there is something that you know is true for you and right for you, and that you deeply want, even when your mind tells you otherwise, even if you've attempted it 20 times and it's failed. But there's just something that keeps pulling you through, and you can't not do this thing. Maybe you lack the self, confidence or the will to go on because you've been rejected so many times, or you failed so many times. But there's just an inner knowing that this is something that you should be doing. There's a loving woman here. This could be you or someone else. You may have a dog, or this person can have a dog. So this could be related to a loving woman, possibly someone with red hair. It could be that you need to find the courage to open up your heart to someone. Give us specifics for Leo for the next 6 months. I feel like with this path, your life is going in a different direction to what it's been before. Please tell us for Leo. The number 4 card, the Emperor, and another lion. Whether you are male or female. And there's another sword here. There's something about communication. The courage that you need to find is possibly to communicate something publicly. Like finally telling your family that this is the person that you're getting married and you've been afraid to tell them, or that you're in a relationship and you've been afraid to tell them, or finally speaking up about something that's happened to you. Or it's possible that just this next part of what you're doing requires expression, communication, speaking. You might finally find the courage to put that song out there, or there's just something about expression and communication. But the emperor is the boss, right? He sits on his throne and he delegates, and he has kingdoms and empires, and I think you might just finally feel like the emperor that you are, whether you are male or female. Finally feel in control of your life. And that doesn't have to mean physically in control, like in control of how you feel, what you want. Like your decisions aren't based on anyone or anything external of yourself. That you are proud and confident is coming through loud and bold, unafraid. The strength card at the bottom, like every card we're getting here is about lions and Leo. Strength, courage, perseverance. Make it clear, Spirit, for Leo. What is the next 6 months have in store for them? Can you give us specifics, please? I'm hearing use the other deck. The Seven of Fire. This is standing up for yourself, for what you want, standing tall, standing proud, in your authenticity, like being seen, being a unicorn, being different. Like you are somehow raised above. So you can't be Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't actually know the story about Courage the Cowardly Dog, but you are meant to be seen, and you can't cower there and hide. Or you can't hide from the things that are meant for you, that you love. 7 is significant. 7 of air and 7 of fire. You may have felt like the ugly duckling, the black sheep, the odd one out. And it's almost like if you're the odd one out in whichever space, community, family, work, you're not meant to look like everyone else. And if people frowned upon you, discouraged you, criticized, judged the way you look, the way you are, what you do, who you love, whatever, I feel like at this time, everybody's going to see you transform into this beautiful swan, and they're going to get it. They're going to be like, oh, Like either they are gonna see like, wow, I judged this harshly or judged this person in the wrong way, or I couldn't see who they really are or their true beauty. And now is your time where you are going to be flourishing. Your uniqueness is going to be seen for what it is, possibly because you needed to become okay with that and not to want to change how you look, how you act, who you are to fit in, but just be yourself, and not just be yourself and be terrified, but be yourself and love who you are truly, accept who you are, and freely be that person in whatever space this is. The Six of Earth. Let's see, the Six of Earth. Unexpected resources, happy surprises, and generosity. What I have sent forth in love comes back to me many times over as the generosity of others become apparent and unexpected resources show up. Like if you feel like life has beaten you down, people haven't accepted you, things have just not been good for you because you are different, because you want different things. It's almost like something is shifting where people see why you are where you are. Like things are going to be unfolding in your favor now. The universe is exhibiting its generosity, reminding me that the world is full of pleasant surprises. Inside the pretty package is tangible aid, a gift from spirit. Just when I was beginning to doubt, I am reminded of the treasures I am entitled to receive that show up at my door. What will I unwrap today? So there might be something that shows up at your door, a package, a delivery, a person, or it could just be like something comes to you, like someone comes to you and offers you a job or an opportunity or a gift. And I'm getting lots of notifications. That's confirmation. Let's wrap this up. For Leo. So if you've been wondering, how do I get to the next phase, the next part, the thing that I want, the place that I want to be, it's just embodying that energy of courage and then taking a step, whether that means an unknown step, like you just decide, okay, I usually do this every day, so I'm just going to take a walk today and see what happens, or I never read, but I'm going to pick up a book and just see what happens, or speak to somebody that I've never spoken to before. Or you already know what this is, you don't know how it's going to turn out, but you know what it is that you need to do. So making that phone call, sending that email, submitting that application, entering that competition, it's going to pan out for you, but you needed to be in this lion energy and you needed to access something within your heart. Heal your heart, open your heart, trust what you feel, your emotions. And that is what is the key for you. Again, 7-7 is significant. You might be seeing those numbers. Is there anything else for Leo for the next 6 months? Things are going to balance out in a tangible way. I feel like with the 7 of air and 7 of fire, like your manifestations, you might have had communication about it or felt the energies around it. Like you sense something that is meant for you that's about to happen, or you can sense that this is going to be the right thing for me. Like, it hasn't tangibly shown up, but now it's going to tangibly shown up. This tag is also significant. I feel like the antlers on these animals is sort of like a crown, but also a connection to the higher realms, to spirituality, to God, to the universe. And it's also how they protect themselves. So maybe you have needed to be prepared as well to be able to protect yourself in this new space, but not in the way that you would say you need a bodyguard because you're going to be famous, or you need self-defense classes. Not physical things. It's like spiritually knowing how to protect your energy, how to protect your thoughts, how to protect your heart. That's what you've needed to be prepared for in this new space. If you're getting more attention, or you're going to be more seen, or you are in a different environment that requires different things from you, or the situation, say you're becoming a parent, you've needed to access something about your heart space that is going to be needed in the next 6 months, in this next phase of your life. I hope this was helpful for you, Leo. If you've made it this far, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again in another video.